Hi everyone, it's Cindy Lee, and I'm excited to be here with you today. Today, I want to talk about inspiration. Who inspired you? Who inspired you to be the person that you are today? Well, the person I want to talk about is my mother. She's an amazing woman. From the time I was little, I remember her being the person that I always wanted to be. A great sense of faith. You know, we went to church on Sunday, and then we went to one grandparents where we spent time with our cousins, and then off to the second grandparents where we got another set of cousins to play with. And during the hard times, that sense of faith that she gave me has always pulled me through, and so I'm very thankful for that. The other thing was a sense of family. Obviously, spending Sundays with all of the cousins was a great way to spend it, but also just my brothers and sisters. There were 5 siblings, and we got along really great. We lived on a farm, so we had to do our own entertainment a lot of the time. And that was something that I find very valuable because it taught me to be independent and to create my own fun and not always to rely on others. So that was another great sense she taught all of us. The other thing was to laugh at myself, which I have to do often, because with that trait, life sometimes is really hard and you can struggle and get overwhelmed, or look for the positive things and laugh when those things that really could get you upset, to try to find some humor in it and go from there. The other thing, we'd have these wonderful family dinners. It's like every night we'd sit around the table and we'd talk about the day and our accomplishments. But one of my favorite meals was Sunday. On Sunday night, my mom didn't cook. We actually got popcorn and pop and got to sit in front of a TV and watch a movie or a TV show as a family. Now, how fun was that? That was just a special little event that you don't really know how these things you do with your children will impact you. But that was very special to me. And I don't think it took too much for Mom and Dad. I'm sure Mom was relieved to have a night off of cooking. The other thing, when I was young, my mother was home with all of us, and that was a great thing. And I know all of us aspired to be home with our children. But sometimes things got hard on the farm, and she started to work part-time, filling in on vacations, and then a part-time job, and then a little bit more. And when she did that, it taught me this sense of family steps in. Family sometimes has to do more. I know I went from just having to do the dust to having to fix meals when people came to help bale hay, to do the ironing of handkerchiefs and sheets. Heaven forbid my children ever had to iron sheets. That's not going to happen, right? So things have changed over the years, but what hasn't changed is my sense of faith, my sense of family, and my desire to be all that I can be. You see, they both taught me that your integrity and who you are is important. So when I found a company that was family owned, that had an incredible reputation, so that I knew everything was going to be high end, I jumped at that opportunity to have my own business. I think we all want that. I know my dad farmed, and for many years he had 2 jobs. So it was really fun for me to see the time when he was able to stop the second job and just devote all of his time to his farming career. So anyway, I'm not going to go too much further into my business, but if you're not completely happy, I'd love to visit with you more about how you may be able to find something to follow your dreams as well. But the other thing my mother taught me was a sense of beauty. Now, I will never be my mother because she was one of the most beautiful women I ever knew. She was her college homecoming queen. As Dad would say, she was quite a looker. And she never left our house without looking like $1,000,000. Whether it was to go grocery shopping, whether it was to church, whether it was coffee at the neighbor's house, my mother's hair and makeup always looked perfect. I remember as a little girl, I would sit on the floor in the bathroom and watch as she'd put a cream on her face or a moisturizer and then some blush and lipstick. Boy, did I love that lipstick drawer. So anyway, my mother was a wonderful woman. And I know that there are people out there that have inspired all of you. So what I want you to do during this time of year is to take time to think about those that inspired you. You should reach out to them, thank them for all that they did for you, for the values that they taught you, for your ability to be the person you are today because of them. And if you love them, tell them you love them too, because you never know when that day may come when they won't be there to share your love with them verbally. I know my mother's with me every single day from heaven now, but she was a remarkable woman, and I am so thankful to have had her in my life and so inspired to be all I can be because of her. So until I talk to you again, go out and say thanks to those people who inspire you. Have a wonderful day.